So we are just over halfway through the third season of Street Fighter 6. Of course, Sagat, Miss Crimson Viper, Alex, and Ingrid are the characters that are going to be added through the third season. We already have C Viper and Sagat. Alex and Ingrid are left to be added. But I decided to look into the future, into Season 4 of Street Fighter 6, and discuss the 4 characters that I would like to see the most in the 4th season. Starting off with my most wanted character since this game first came out, Sakura Kasagano. She is my favorite Street Fighter character ever, and one of my favorite fighting game characters just in general. I was thrilled when they added her to Street Fighter V. Of course, I believe her first appearance was Alpha 2 or Zero 2, depending on where you are. And she was in Street Fighter 4, 5, and I hope she'll be added in Street Fighter 6. To be honest, I think Sakura is definitely one of the most wanted characters overall, maybe top 4 at least. She's definitely my number 1. And I think it would be incredible to see Sakura in Street Fighter 6. Maybe a more mature version of Sakura would be cool. I also just think the idea of a Japanese schoolgirl beating up a 7-foot-tall Muay Thai champion is just really funny. Like, it's a great character archetype, I guess. And of course, there have been other fighting game characters very similar to Sakura, but none have had quite the charm that Sakura has. So I definitely hope that she's in Street Fighter 6, maybe in Season 4, I hope. Next up, number 2 is Dudley. Now, number 2 and number 3 both appeared in Street Fighter 3. And Dudley is an incredible character. He's definitely the coolest Street Fighter character. He's a gentleman boxer. He follows the rules of boxing to a T. And he is quite a gentleman. What can you say? I think Dudley would be an incredible character. And for number 3, I would love to see Makoto. Both of these characters, of course, first appeared in Street Fighter 3. One thing I've always loved about Dudley is that he's a very clean fighter. Balrog, or Boxer, or M. Bison, is a character who is very dirty. He'll use elbows, he'll stomp your feet, he'll bite. He's a dirty fighter. He'll do whatever it takes to win. But Dudley is basically the opposite. He follows the rules of boxing to a T. He's very clean. He wants to do it the proper way. And Makoto is one of the most interesting characters of Street Fighter 3 because she is very slow in terms of her walking speed, but she hits incredibly hard. Makoto's damage output, especially with her Super Art 2, Super Art 3, is incredible. Like, Makoto is such a fascinating character, especially high level, and she has her grab TOD, which is incredible as well. But Dudley and Makoto are both really fascinating characters. I think they're both awesome characters too, and I would love to see both of them in the 4th season of Street Fighter 6. So we have Sakura, Dudley, and Makoto. Of course, all 3 characters appeared in Street Fighter 4 because 4 still has the best roster of any Street Fighter game ever. So far, at least. And plus, Dudley has a ton of style. He's a very classy guy, what can you say? And I think the 4th character is honestly going to be an original character, a new character created specifically for Street Fighter 6, a character we've never seen before. Now, Season 1 had 3 returning characters and 1 new character. Of course, the new character was Aki. There was Rashid, Akuma, and Ed, all 3 of which had appeared in previous Street Fighter games. Now, Season 2 had 2 guest characters and 2 returning characters. So Elena and M. Bison were returning, and then Terry and Mai, both of which are SNK characters, are guests, and they are the first guest characters in Street Fighter history. Of course, Fatal Fury got 2 Street Fighter characters as well. And of course, Season 3 has 4 returning characters with Sagat, who first appeared in Street Fighter 2, C Viper, Street Fighter 4, Ingrid, Street Fighter Alpha 3 Max was her Street Fighter debut, but she also appeared in a couple of other games like Capcom Fighting Evolution. And then lastly, there's Alex, who first appeared in Street Fighter 3. So Season 3 has 4 returning characters. And I think in Season 4 there will be 3 with a new original character, because I don't think there's going to be any guest characters. Of course, things can change, but I don't know if there's going to be any more guest characters in Street Fighter 6. I'm just not sure. If there is a guest character, it might be another SNK, like Blue Mary or something, but I don't know if they're going to do that or not. But at the same time, I never thought that Terry and Mai would be added into Street Fighter 6. So who's to say for sure, but I think most likely they'll have a new original character alongside the other 3. So to recap, the 4 characters I want the most, or at least the 4 characters who I think are going to be in Season 4, or at least if it was up to me, Sakura, Dudley, Makoto, and a new original character. I would also later on like to see Ibuki And then other Street Fighter 3 characters like Hugo would be great, Urien would be great, Ibuki, as I mentioned earlier, would be great. I would like to see Q, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. That's like a fever dream character, really. But that's what the fourth season of Street Fighter 6 would be if it was up to me.